Hi there, ladies and gentlemen, this is Peter Cooper, and this is the first ever episode of what I'm going to sort of call PeterC TV, but that's just because I'm Peter Cooper and it's hosted on PeterC.org. I might not keep up the charade for much longer, depending on how kind of cheesy it sounds. I'm really new to this whole video thing, and I'm not like really big on videoing or putting videos of myself online, so this is a real kind of just leap into the unknown. So I'm just going to give it, my best shot and see how it goes. So hopefully I'll loosen up as weeks go by, and it'll become a little bit more tolerable to watch. But hopefully I can give you some interesting stuff nonetheless. So hopefully you can put up with my delivery. I thought I'd just kind of kick the whole thing off by doing a few sort of W's. So who, where, why, what. I'm not going to go too much into the who, because if you don't know who I am, you're going to sort of pick it up from the videos as we go along. Just my name's Peter Cooper. I'm a Ruby developer, entrepreneur, yeah, just all kinds of stuff really. I've written a Ruby book and blog and tweet all the time, and I'm sure you'll get to know a bit more about me if you don't know me already. And I would be kind of worried why you're watching this if you don't know me already. Unless this becomes a massive famous video blog, but I'm not foreseeing that for quite a while. So the what? Yeah, it's a video blog. Simple as that. I'm doing it in a very scrappy kind of way. It's just going to be, me talking to the camera, some sort of involvement with the screen sometimes, because I'm going to have, sort of show sort of lots of websites and things like that. So it'd be nice to bring that in, which I'm going to do. This one's just literally to cameras. It's to an iPhone 4. So yeah, it's just a video blog really. Just videos whenever I feel like it, they'll go up. So I guess the why, really, why have I sort of started to do this now? And, I mean, I started to blog back in about 99, and back then, for a few years, if you blogged, you would kind of almost get like immediate recognition or like immediate kind of respect in some circles, just because there weren't many people blogging. It was a whole new thing, new medium. I had moments where like I complained about a company online. Quite a few instances where this has happened. I've complained about something and then they've got in touch within a week and they're like, whoa, like we need to kind of sort this out. But blogs aren't like that anymore. Blogs are, everyone's got a blog. Or if they don't, they're using something like Facebook, which gives you, that similar kind of timeline and sort of sharing ability. So the whole idea of sharing stuff now online is, it's ubiquitous really. It's not anything new. So I guess that leads to video. Video is like the next step up from the whole blogging thing. And even though there's lots of video blogs on YouTube, video hasn't really penetrated that well online, I don't think. A lot of people watch video, but not many people produce it in comparison to the sort of the total number of people online. Even with people like Gary Vaynerchuk, like trying to influence and sort of say to people, go out and hustle and make these videos, you don't see much of it. Like when I used to be on Facebook, it had this video recording feature on it, and I never saw anyone use that for comments. And I often, left a couple of video comments just for fun, but no one seems to use it. So I think there's still kind of like a hesitance, and I can definitely understand that because I've been trying to work up to do this video for a long time, and it's sort of hard getting over the barrier of sort of just putting yourself up online, getting ready for all the people on YouTube that go, you look like a dick, and stuff like that. So yeah, video is hard, so I wanted the challenge of just moving into that area. But secondly, it's because I kind of wanted to build up a bit more a presence online. Like whenever I've seen videos of people in the past, even people I haven't met them, but I've seen the video and then I've gone to meet them in real life, I kind of feel this affinity for them. This was true of Greg Pollock and Jason Cypher, who were the Rails Envy guys. They did these great videos. Well, I'm not going to go into what they did, but they just did some amazing videos, and you got to see them, online all the time. And I kind of almost felt like I knew them just through the videos. So when I met them in real life, it was like, oh hi, Greg and Jason. It didn't feel like, oh, I'm meeting someone new. I'm meeting someone like I kind of know, and I sort of know their mannerisms and so on. So that's the kind of effect I want to get here. If ever, I can help any of you, or if you could help me, or whatever, it gives us that kind of bond. Even if it's just a one-way conversation I'm having with you here, you might feel a bit more affinity towards me in future if ever sort of, we got in touch or met or whatever. So I'm interested to see where that goes. And I think people like Gary Vaynerchuk, he's just obviously a big example here, have experienced that. and I think the whole video thing is, if it's not the reason for some people's success, it's kind of like a step you take on the way to success. So, you know, let's just see how it goes. So the when. Go for another W question. When am I going to do it? Well, I'm just going to do it whenever I feel like it. There's no schedule on this. It's not like a routine, you know, a regular screencast or something like that. I'm just going to do this whenever I feel like it. So just be prepared. And if you do want to sort of keep up, subscribe to the blog, PeterC.org, or just follow the YouTube channel. Wherever you happen to be watching it, whatever's your preferred way, just do it there. So the where. Now this is going to be a contentious one. I've decided to host the videos for now at YouTube. And when I first mentioned this on Twitter, a lot of people were like, no, like try Vimeo or Blip TV or Vidler, or any, you know, all these different services. And I did actually go around all the different services, and I'd used some of them before, like Vimeo. I have several videos over there. And Vimeo actually is a funny case because they have, like, it's definitely the best quality video. It's really nice quality UI on the video player. Everything's great, but they have this really, really horrible rule where you can't even like talk about or mention commercial products in videos. And I think it's Paul Boag. I came across an article by him. He's like a British, he's a creative director at a web design agency. And he runs a big podcast in the UK called Boag World, which is all about web development. And he was given 24 hours notice to take all of his videos off of Vimeo, at least I think it was all of them, just because in a couple of them he had mentioned, I think possibly clients of his or services that he'd used, just because they were commercial, they just slammed down on it, and that's not what I want to deal with. You know, I'm going to be talking about commercial stuff. I want to talk, you know, mention products or you know, things of my own that are commercial in nature, so I just couldn't put up with that. And some of the other services, you know, I wanted to have a very easy way to upload from my iPhone, so email, really. Email is a great way to access anything from the iPhone. And plus it does have publish to YouTube on it, but I want to email them in, because then I can send myself a copy of the email, so I've got a backup for future reference. And I think it was Blip TV doesn't accept email, so that ruled them out. And just going around some of the rest, you know, they kind of got weird limits and restrictions, or you have to pay, and things like that. And for now, I just want to keep it simple. I want to reach, you know, I want to use a player that people are familiar with, so that's YouTube. And I'm just going to start here. But if eventually I don't like it, I'm going to have a copy of all the videos, so I can upload them somewhere else and start all over again. So this is just a temporary destination. But it's not too bad, because YouTube has a 10-minute limit to start with per video. But I want to keep stuff under 10 minutes, because that's part of, you know, the reason of doing this format. I want to sort of keep these short and sweet, to the point, so you can pretty much watch one of these while you're eating a sandwich or your lunch or whatever, not go overboard with it. And the how, I think, is the last question. It's not a W question, but it's commonly used with the where, who, where, and why, and so on. So how am I doing this? At the moment I'm recording this on an iPhone 4 camera. This is just the VGA camera on the front of the iPhone 4. So I'm actually looking at myself right now on the screen of the iPhone 4. And once this is done, I'll literally stop the recording, hit the button to send it via email, it will go straight to YouTube, and it'll be done. No messing around. I just think that any layers I add in between, like doing production and editing and so on, it's going to make me think, oh, this is a chore, I'm not going to do it. I just want to get the camera, hit record, and go. And on future videos, I do plan to use iMovie on the iPhone 4 as well, if I want to sort of do several clips that, you know, perhaps aren't, it's not, you know, not just one take. I'll use iMovie for iPhone, and it just lets you record separate bits and sort of blends them all together, so that'll be even better. So I think that's all for now. Hopefully this didn't come out too badly, and yes, look forward to the next episode. I have no idea what it's going to be about. Again, this is quick, scrappy, to the point, and I'm just going to come in under my 10 minutes here, so goodbye.